Vrbo has a new way to display ranking metrics. Let's see today what this tab is about, what this data mean, and what actions you're supposed to take to increase your number of bookings and revenues. So if you go to Vrbo in your owner dashboard, you will see within the performance menu a tab called ranking metrics. The data here is being displayed in a new way. First, you will see the earnings paid. Earnings paid is the amount of money that Vrbo has sent out to you, paid out to you this year. In this case, my case here, it's $0. Here's earnings paid. In a way, earnings paid is actually not a ranking metrics. It's more like a result, a financial revenue. But let's say that in a way, that's what ranking should come down to, right? If you rank well, you should earn money. So before looking at each set of data, let's actually think for a minute what it means. So what does Vrbo mean by ranking? First, to match travelers with a perfect vacation rental, Vrbo uses machine learning to understand what travelers want for an upcoming trip. Their ranking system looks at all the properties in the area, comparing amenities, number of bedrooms, location, reviews, and other criteria. Then, it ranks all properties, including yours, based on how well it fits the traveler's needs. This ranking is combined with an individual traveler's preferences, including stay dates, search filters, and other personalization factors, to determine where your property shows up in the search results. So as you can see, there's things you can control, things you cannot control. But if you then look at the three different big chunks of this data, you will see what it really means. The first chunk here has to do with performance, or your look to book data. You get the number of times your property showed up in results, that's search impressions, the number of times somebody clicked on your property listing and looked at the exact page for your property, and number of bookings that ensued. So these search results, property views, and bookings are over the last 30 days. So how can you, so anyway, obviously the more impressions you have, normally the better chance you have to have property views, people going then clicking on a result, going to your property page, and then getting a booking. But this is like a funnel, right? And different ways to impact this. 3 ways. 1, you can create quality content, right? Obviously, when people are making a search, you want to stand out. So your photos, amenities, descriptions do affect your rank. So it's really important to have, like, for example, a great photo that makes you stand out. Same thing for amenities, right? If your amenities, if your list of amenities is not complete, there's also a chance you're not going to show up. Is somebody looking for Wi-Fi and you have not indicated whether you were offering Wi-Fi or not. Another factor, obviously, is competitive rates. In search results, not only do people see your listing title, main photo, but as well they see your rate. If your rate's not competitive, you obviously will not show up high in the results and will not have a lot of clicks from search impressions to property views, right? If you have a great photo, a great price, there's a bigger chance people click and get to your property page, hence you get a higher number of property views. By the way, it's not just about rates, it's about fees, right? You make sure that you do not too many hidden fees, because this actually can impact the number of bookings you have in the end, right? Even if you attract people with great photos, if the end when they book, they realize you have a lot of hidden fees or fees that show up at the last moment, your conversion rate, number of bookings will be low. Second thing here is in the data is the what they call contributors affecting ranking. Here I will divide this in 2. First, you have the acceptance rate and cancellation rate. This has to do with the fact that Vrbo wants you to once you get an inquiry or booking, they want you to go all the way and honor either this inquiry or this booking. So acceptance rates, obviously, what Vrbo really wants you is to turn on instant booking. Instant booking is like, whenever somebody sees a place, they can book it instantly. And of course, in this case, acceptance rates is 100% because you cannot not accept. If you do work on inquiry base, here the higher your acceptance rate, let's say close to 100%, the higher you will be ranking in search results. Why? Because Vrbo wants to show to guests places that are easy to book, right? If you reviews almost all bookings, you know what? Vrbo won't bother and will show other properties that are just easier to book. Same thing for cancellation rate. By cancellation rate here, it's mostly cancellations on your side. It means that what Vrbo wants is that once you get a booking, you do not cancel for any reason, because they really want to make the guests happy. So these acceptance rates and cancellation rate do affect how high you're ranking. The other bit you can see here is that reviews are important, and it's both the number of reviews you have and the average review ratings. Obviously, making sure that people that you have great reviews is important, such with your the way you are your guest experience is, but also means that you have really make sure that you are requesting a review after each stay, right? Either online or offline, you have to ask for a review. As you can see, review, then number of reviews and the rating do count towards you ranking higher. So I hope this has been useful for you to see what it's like. The only thing I want to mention in the end is you also have access then to here your list of competitors. It is interesting, can refine that. Also can kind of give you an idea of why maybe if you are ranking, you have a lot of impressions and you have not many property views, it probably means people are then clicking on other results than yours. Could be because you're a price, a photo, but kind of to know what's happening, click on view your competitive set. There you'll be able to see, for example, properties that are very close match to yours, and maybe look at how they presenting their property, look at their pricing, and it will give you a better idea on how you can improve.